Hi guys, welcome back to Educator Dr. Mom TV. Today I have the best vegetable chili that you have ever tried. If you are looking for a recipe for this week that is quick, easy, and healthy, stay tuned. I got you covered. So not only is this meal healthy, but it is also really quick to prepare. The biggest job is to chop up the vegetables, which doesn't take long. So I like our chili to have a rainbow of colors. So I have a red onion, colored peppers. I also have fire roasted corn and portobello mushrooms and zucchini. The cilantro and the green onions are for garnishment. The rest of the vegetables are actually in the chili. Then I have a pasta sauce, black beans, tomato paste. I also have chili beans that I forgot to put on the counter, but I also put in chili beans, and then several different seasonings. The chili seasoning that I like to use is low sodium. So I also add a lot of herbs and cumin and a vegetable season on my veggies so that they are nice and flavorful before I make the chili. So the first thing I do is get out my big Dutch oven and I put olive oil in the bottom of it because I am going to prep the veggies now. Now this piece is totally to your preference. We like a chunky chili, so our vegetables, I try to make them like pretty square size, cubed if you will, in terms of being hearty. We like a hearty chili, so I don't cut up my vegetables to be too small. I do that with all of them, so they're usually about this size. When they cook down, they soften up a bit, but every bite is really hearty, and that's how we like our chili to be. So after I cut up all of the veggies, I'm going to combine them all in the bottom of this Dutch oven. And the reason that I do this is because I really want to give these vegetables some flavor because there's no meat in this chili. And so whenever we do not have meat, I really try to pick vegetables that will be filling. The peppers are really healthy. They're not as necessarily filling, but the mushrooms and the zucchini, that's kind of my meat-based, non-meat based, if you will, to give it a really hearty taste. I'm probably saying hearty too much, but you get the gist of what I'm saying. So the mushrooms and the zucchini are the things that I really want to have a lot of flavor. I cut them up last, and once I get all of the vegetables in the Dutch oven, I season them, put some more olive oil in there, and that is how I start this chili. So here they are in the pot. I use garlic. I also use a lot of veggie seasoning, and I also use a little bit of salt and pepper in here as well. So I usually saute these vegetables until they are tender. Again, we like our chili to be chunky, so I don't make them to the point where they're mushy. I want them to be sauteed and soft, but I don't make them mushy. And so I usually saute these for about 10 minutes at the max, just so that they can start to get a little bit tenderized and those flavors can start to form for all the vegetables. I then add the fire roasted corn. The reason that I use fire roasted is because it gives it a little bit of a smoke flavor, which I think just adds to the chili. So I add that in with the rest of the vegetables before I add in the sauce and the beans. Finally, I add in the sauces and I just start to make the base of the chili. The base of the chili is already done, so now it's time to really make the chili. And so I add the sauces in, and then once I add the sauces in, I just add water and the rest of the seasonings. So for the flavoring, you can be, again, towards your preference for this. I try to watch our salt, and so in the past I would add a lot more seasonings to make it a little bit more spicier, but that also then adds salt. So I try to cool it on the amount of seasonings that I use. And then the last step that I do is add the beans with the seasoning. And so aside from the chili powder and the cumin, those are like my main seasonings. And then, like you saw me saute the vegetables and like garlic and veggie seasoning. Those are my main seasonings that I use for the chili. And I put the beans in last, again, so that they're not mushy. And then once you add the beans, your chili is pretty much finished. This does not have to cook for long. The vegetables and the beans are good to go. So you simmer it for as long as you would like based on your preference. Again, we like ours to be a little bit more hearty, so I just allow this to cook for 20 to 30 minutes, and then it's ready to go. In the meantime, I cut up our avocados and our green onions and our cilantro. You can top it with whatever you want to. I really enjoy the avocado and the cilantro the best. And then I add a little veggie seasoning on top, and this is so good, so filling. You will love it, I promise. Let me know if you do. And if you're looking for future quick and easy recipes, then come back and check me out. Until then, take care, guys.